What's up, YouTube? How's it been? Yesterday, I talked about how not to be a simp. Today, I'm gonna go off of that a little bit and talk about how to gain confidence or how to be a better version of yourself. It's kind of the same thing as what I talked yesterday, but it's different. Here, I'm gonna explain to you how to do it properly. Well, not how to do it properly. I'm gonna explain it to you how to gain confidence in what you do. Basically, what you gotta do is things that you want or you desire, truly. Not things that your friends tell you to do, not things that your mom or dad tell you to do. Not go to school because the crowd goes to school, go to college or whatever, because the crowd goes to college. Not skip school because your friends are smoking, drinking, or whatever, or because they're cool or whatever. No. Do things that you want to do, that you truly desire to do. Basically, what you gotta do is start finding out what type of body you really want, what type of diet you really want to eat, what things do you truly enjoy doing, what things do you want to learn how to do, what things you want to get into, what things you desire to do in your life. Like, for example, maybe you want to be a teacher. What you got to do, decide what you got to do to become a teacher and what type of teacher you want to be. Or if you want to be a motivational speaker or whatever, decide how you're going to get there, what you're going to do to get there. So for example, maybe you're going to have to go up in public and start speaking to random people. Maybe you start out small, start speaking to random people on the streets, and then go up in public and like be a get a microphone or something and start speaking to a crowd of people. Feel me? So decide on things that you want to do. If you believe you can't do it, write this simple thing down. Say, day by day, I am getting better and better in every way. Okay? This was a quote. It's not an exact quote from a guy that did it before. He tell himself every day this phrase. It's not precisely the exact same thing, but it's pretty much the same words he said. But basically what this did to him was psychologically made him improve himself and think that he could do it. Even though he didn't believe in himself at first, he was able to do things he couldn't do because he told himself multiple times, not once, not twice, not 20 times, probably 50 plus times a day, that he could do things, that he was getting better in every way possible. In other words, tell yourself something of the similar circumstance, similar wording. It could be a different circumstance. For example, I'm getting taller and taller. Maybe say that. But if you want to get taller, make sure you eat good, you do good exercise, high intentions exercise especially. You stretch, you eat well, I said that pretty sure, and you get enough sleep. At least 8 hours a day. And at the right time. 10 to 3 best hours of sleep. But 8 hours in total at least. But maybe you want to be a better basketball player. Say in every way I'm getting better at basketball, whatever. You get the point. If you want to improve your confidence, do things that you truly want to do. Do things because it's on you, not because somebody else tells you to do it. You feel me? Confidence isn't something that you're born with. It's something that builds up over time. Your mind is malleable. They say approximately every 6 months or so, your mind is changing. It's changed. So your brain is changing. So your brain is changing constantly. Your mind is changing constantly. Feel me? So if you want to change into a different person, don't be telling yourself all these negative things. If you want to improve yourself, tell yourself it's possible for you to do it. Tell yourself that you're doing it right now, actually. Tell yourself you're going through the process. Maybe you want to get in better shape. Push yourself. That's what you got to do. Push yourself. Obviously, eat healthy too. Get enough food in for the day. Enough protein. I'm not talking about protein shakes because once you stop taking those protein shakes, you feel me? I never taken them, but I'm a guess you lose most of that muscle mass. But consistently eat good and you'll see good results. Consistently eat good and you'll feel better about yourself. Consistently work out and you'll feel better about yourself. You get the points, the connections. Do things for yourself and that's how your confidence increases. Workouts important, diet is important, sleep is important. All this stuff is all connected. If you do all this stuff, your confidence will skyrocket. Also, one thing I almost forgot to mention is don't fap. Because watching pornographic films and all that stuff ain't good for you. And it brings down your confidence level. Actually, you get so much dopamine from it. You lose the desire to talk to girls. Or to other people, matter of fact. You lose the desire to talk to other people. Also, another thing you should avoid, try not to do as much, is be on your phone. Some people are on the phone for 3 hours straight. Some people are on the phone, pretty sure statistically, 3 to 6 hours on the phone or something like that. Every person is on the phone or something like that. Average person, I mean. So, try to minimize your phone usage to an hour or something. Because the more you're on your phone, the more dopamine release your brain has, the better you feel. Technically, but it's not a really good feeling, because you feel more depressed. You feel me? So if you want to gain confidence too, be on your phone less, and try to interact with more people. Try to be more social. Maybe you're introverted, but still, humans are designed to have social connections. You might need time to recharge by yourself, isolated from the world, but still you need to talk to other people every so often. You might consider some people to be weird, but the only reason why they're weird is because you haven't got to know them yet. You haven't truly introduced yourself to them, and they haven't introduced themselves to you. So you don't know who they are. You don't know what they do. They could be weird because what they do is for them is normal. What you do, what you see is weird because it's not normal for you. Feel me? Normality for you may be completely different, 360, 180, whatever you want to call it, thing to another person. Every person is different in a sense, not every sort of way, because some people are similar. That's why they tend to hang out together. You feel me? Everybody isn't 100% unique. There's no such true thing. There is uniqueness to a certain degree, but that perfect unique thing that they're talking about nowadays, or everybody's unique, doesn't truly exist. Truly unique people are those people that get in shape without having legs or something, or the super smart people without study. That's a different thing. That's prodigy people. But I know I went off topic just a little bit right now, but let me get back into the subject. So, if you truly want to gain confidence, don't do what 99% of people do. Do what the 1%ers do. They do things in their life that fulfills them. They do things that they want to do. They do things for their health, and they improve themselves. Also, they help other people, not just themselves all the time. I'm not sure where I heard this from, but I heard it earlier today. If you want to help somebody else, first help yourself. That's why in the planes they be saying, put your mask on first, and then you can help somebody right next to you, whatever. If you can't help yourself, if you can't feed yourself, first example, if you can't feed yourself, how are you going to feed somebody else? Get the point? If you can't feed yourself, and then you give food to somebody else, and that person is depending on you to give them food consistently, let's say it's your son or daughter, and you die from starvation, whose fault is it that you didn't eat? It was on you. You most likely should have shared the food, but still, realize what's the smartest move for you to do. If you gotta put yourself first, put yourself first. If you gotta step back and let others talk, let them talk. Because communication is key to a lot of plans working out, a lot of things working in your favor. Remember, being confident isn't being all tough and stuff like that. It's being able to speak your mind when you want to speak it and get your message through without others trampling all over it. Feel me? Let's say people don't want to talk to you, right? it's fine. Walk away. That sends a big message to others. Don't disrespect me. I'm good, bro. You want to do that? I'm out. Simple. So, if you like the video, like it. Dislike if dislike. Comment if you got anything to say. And finally, share this video with somebody you believe would help. Thank you very much. And get to work, alright? Like I always say, let's get to work, bro.